State by state, gay marriage is getting approved in the United States. At least once a week, a major celebrity comes out of the closet and announces that he or she is gay or a lesbian. And with each progressive step, the homophobic backlash gets smaller and smaller. But fact of the matter is, backlash will never completely disappear like racism or sexism, and nowhere is this more prevalent than in the Gay Day celebration of Central Florida. Now, for those out of the loop, Gay Days is a celebration specifically for the LGBT community and the straight community who have open minds. For the first weekend in June, these proud people don red shirts and hit the parks, particularly the Magic Kingdom. And what do? Just ride Space Mountain and junk. It's not a protest, it's not an infiltration, and it's not a big flaming recruitment party. It's a chance for the homosexual community to come out for the day, ride rides, either hook up or spend time with their families. The fact it's an event complete with color-coded shirts is a way to say, we're glad we're not alone. Because, let's admit it, whether you're gay in a room full of straights, or black in a room full of white people, or a woman in a room full of men, being outnumbered makes you feel uncomfortable. Naturally, as I mentioned, backlash is inevitable. People have and will throw a big stink because it's against the Bible, or the always popular, because gayness is icky. These self-righteous jerks usually keep to themselves and weather the storm, or just come the following weekend when Gay Days is over after all the multi-day shindig. But there's plenty others who take it even further. There have been protests, there have been boycotts, there have been petitions, angry letters, and God knows how many complaints and guest relations that, oh, how dare Disney support this blasphemous, corrupted, sinful practice, or the always popular, think of the children. Oh yes, because Disney never considers children in their decisions. But the hilarious part is, Disney is completely Switzerland in the issue. The event is not sponsored by Disney, so as long as nobody's doing anything inappropriate in public, Disney's not going to say nay. Ultimately, it's because Gay Days is way too profitable. It's the same reason why Disney doesn't limit the Latin American tour groups. It's so lucrative. But Disney doesn't want to lose its conservative demographic either. If Disney announced one day, hey you gays, come on in, we support you in all your awesome homosexuality, bam, there goes the conservative demographic. One that is greater than or equal to the LGBT community. So, yeah, you guys are welcome. Come on in. Oh, no, sir, we don't condone what they do. People have frequently debated whether Disney is pro-gay or anti-gay, and there are valid arguments for both. Disney films feature plenty of foppish or effeminate characters and even a few homophobic jokes here or there. But Disney was one of the first companies to provide benefits to same-sex couples. Disney has employed countless gay and lesbian people at their parks, and that's not even including the late Howard Ashman, who wrote the songs for Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin, or Ellen DeGeneres, who's renowned as Dory in Finding Nemo, or Sir Elton John, who gave us that incredible soundtrack to Lion King. Heck, there was even that episode of Good Luck Charlie where the kid had two moms, or even in Frozen where people continue to speculate whether or not Oaken is a partner in a gay relationship. So, in a nutshell, Disney has nothing against the LGBT community, nor can they be in a position to be. But being renowned as a company that embraces most, if not all, conservative values, they can't risk losing a key demographic that's stood by them for so long. Every year, just before Gay Days comes to town, some self-righteous Paul Revere type takes to the airspace over the Disney parks in a small airplane with a banner that says, "Warning, Gay Days coming." I eventually found out that this is the FFA, the Florida Families Association. I really don't know if they're acting alone or what, or if they're funded, but honestly, I don't care. What gets me the most fed up is that it's becoming increasingly obvious that homosexuality isn't a fad, a craze, a passing craze, if you will, or a phase. It's a real, concentrated occurrence where its populace is sadly targeted because of narrow-minded, backwards-thinking groups who refuse to acknowledge this is real. It's real, and it's happening whether or not you like it. And if you don't, just come some other weekend. There isn't anything to accomplish by shouting to the masses below. No one will run screaming, kids under arm, from the Disney parks because you went Chicken Little on them. That's pretty immature. Personally, I want to see Disney officially announce, like, Chip and Dale is gay. Their relationship is defined as best friends, I guess, but that's really downplayed. Even avid Disney fans have difficulty figuring out if they're friends, cousins, brothers, or what. But I think if they just announced it and didn't change anything about who they are, it could be a very progressive step. Except for one minor issue. The joke Chippendale like nuts would get real old, real stupid, real immature, real quick. If you don't like gay days or the concept of homosexuality, you are entitled to that opinion, and you are legally entitled to voice that opinion. And whether you view it as a sin against God or nature is up to you as well. But these people are at Walt Disney World to have a good time. There might be some non-G-rated stuff going on, but for the most part, they're there for the same reason as anybody else. Take the kids, ride Thunder Mountain, eat a mouse bar, and wear mouse ears. To fly a banner a la Chicken Little is like flying a banner that says, Mickey Mouse is a guy in a suit. Even if you're right, it's uncalled for, immature, and pathetic. So if you can't just relax and have fun with them, just come another weekend and let others have their fun. Of course, this is all coming from a straight guy who regularly visits Disney in bright-colored attire mouse ears while singing show tunes with his best male friend. Just saying. I'm Tap G, and I'm fed up.